What's good, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Pound for Pound himself. I'm definitely back in the house, and you know when I'm in the house, it's definitely going down. You know what I'm saying? This is just a little video talking about one of a close friend of mine I knew back in the amateur ranks, boxing. You know what I'm saying? Stan Martyniouk. I'm sure you guys have heard, if you guys have been keeping up with Manny Pacquiao, he is Manny Pacquiao's new sparring partner for the upcoming fight with Chris Algieri. I actually know Stan personally, so I'm just going to talk about him, a little bit about our experiences, how I feel about him being Pacquiao's sparring partner, and let's go. Let's get into this. Now, as far as Mr. Pound for Pound, my little, alias, it's funny because the more and more that I know people and the more I see my friends go up in the ranks and more that I start exposing myself to boxing as far as like who I am, the alias really isn't going to matter anymore. Y'all probably going to find out who I am. I am a Sacramento local. I know Stan Martyniouk, grew up with him, like I said, in the amateur ranks in the boxing in Sacramento area. You know what I'm saying? We met originally when I used to box at Capital Boxing. I actually boxed at almost every gym in Sacramento. Capital Boxing, Primetime Boxing, Washington Center, Mateen's Boxing Gym. I mean, I've been everywhere. So I had a chance to meet a lot of great fighters. I was a sparring partner for a lot of great fighters, world champion. I've sparred the likes of like Brandon Gonzalez. I've sparred Stan Martyniouk. I've sparred Juan Lascano. I was his sparring partner I was actually his chief sparring partner in Sacramento for Ricky Hatton. The Ricky Hatton fight he had. I was preparing him for a Floyd Mayweather fight, in which Floyd Mayweather did offer him it was a late notice ass fight. I think we got notice at the gym like within 3 weeks. Mayweather wanted to fight him, and he did decline that fight. So yeah, in that whole span of just amateur boxing and sparring and local fighting and stuff like that, I happened to run across Stan Martyniouk and his father a long time ago when I was younger. So great guy, speedy fighter, fast fighter. Like I said, I've seen a lot of his amateur fights, went to local amateur events. Fortunately, all the ones that I did attend, he won. I was never at an event where he actually lost. So my experience seeing Stan fight is he always was winning. So, Stan used to put hands on fools, you know what I'm saying? He's 5'10", he's a lightweight fighter at 5'10" and a half. I was a welterweight at 5'8". He used to call me Little Shane Mosley, cause that's, the fighting style I had. And, my chin and stuff like that and my speed, he used to always call me Little Shane, when we sparred. So, but yeah, I mean, you can imagine, like I said, he was a lightweight, 5'10" and a half. He's tall, he's rangy, he's fast, he's got great foot movement. He fought national, you know what I'm saying? Golden gloves, all that stuff. Stan has an extensive resume as an amateur. As a professional, he has 13 wins, 2 losses. Actually, I helped him get a little bit of sparring for the Gaddafi, prior to the Gaddafi Proctor fight. After that, I heard he was, switching camps, and he went to like LA and stuff like that and got some good exposure down there, messing with Freddie Roach, and that's just great, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see somebody come from the Sacramento area, especially, we don't have a lot of big names coming out of SAC, but when we see fighters coming out of SAC, it's always a great thing. You know what I'm saying? It's always positive. It's always uplifting. And ironically, I always used to say that in Sacramento, besides myself, Mr. Pound for Pound, who I'm not going to be too cocky, but I do believe if I would have pursued it a lot more extensively, most definitely I would have been one of the best fighters at a SAC. It's just, I don't know, just wasn't really, I really didn't vibe with any coaches in Sacramento. I didn't really trust any coaches with my life and my well-being at a Sacramento. And, a lot of other fighters didn't, what I'm saying? A lot of people moved out of this city. Stan doing his thing over there in LA. Big ups to Stan, man. Like I said, great guy, fast fighter, and doing his thing. He's coming off an unfortunate loss, his last fight, split decision with Ivan Najera, but it was a close fight. I heard he did really well in that fight. It just didn't go his way. But everything for Stan, like I said, I kind of predicted it as far as who he was gonna be, because from day one when I seen Stan, I knew, I used to always say at the gym that Stan was the sickest fighter in the gym besides myself. I used to think Stan was the sickest fighter in the gym. Him and Brandon Gonzalez, Brandon Flawless Gonzalez, those two were always standouts to me, and I used to always say that I personally thought Stan was a little better. No offense to Brandon, it's just that Stan, he had these traits of, he was just speedy. I used to see him rip off these 5-10 punch combinations, at his best. Quick foot movement. He's tall, and he's durable, man. He's got a great chin. Like, I've never really seen Stan hurt ever. So, I believe, you know, for the Manny Pacquiao preparation, as far as prepping Manny Pacquiao for Chris Algieri, I think Stan is a great choice by Freddie Roach, and I think Freddie Roach made a great decision in picking my boy Stan Martyniouk. Like I said, he's tall, he's rangy. He's going to give Manny Pacquiao a lot of good work, a lot of good rounds. And to be honest with you, if Pacquiao's not, you know, careful, Stan could probably catch him with something and starch him, because he doesn't have that devastating like Mike Tyson power, but Stan definitely has that crisp, hurt you power. Like Stan, if you're not careful, he can hurt you. He can you know, stun you, and his shots are real crisp and they're fast. So, you know, Stan will keep you honest. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So, you know, I believe it's going to be great work for both of them. Big ups to, like I said, and my boy Stan's gonna be on he's going to Macau, he's going to the Philippines first, and then he's going to Macau, China. It's gonna be on pay-per-view HBO. You know, hopefully I'll get to see my boy on the 24/7s. That'll be great, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and throw some props out to Sacramento one time. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, for my subscribers out there and everybody that's on my page, I'm gonna try to, you know, go ahead and get a little interview with Stan. He already agreed to it, so I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get that for you guys, and maybe we can share, you know, some little ring experiences and stuff like that we've had and we talked about, and you know, old school fun times from the gym, man, stuff like that. So once again, all credit, big ups to Stan, man. Do your thing. Hey, when you're down there, be careful, keep your hands up, Stan. You know, I haven't personally sparred Manny Pacquiao or even seen him in person, so it's a great opportunity for you. I just want to say be careful in the sparring, because, you know, shit, he's got power and, you know, he's fast. So, but I'm sure that, you know, Stan knows what to look out for. You know, he's seasoned, and I'm sure he's going to do fine in this sparring session. He's going to learn a lot. And Manny Pacquiao, I actually think this is going to be great preparation for you, because I think Stan can emulate Chris Algieri very well. This is your boy, Mr. Pound for Pound. Y'all go ahead, get at me. I'm up out of here. Peace.